Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing okay. I'm doing all right. I am tired. I went back to work this week after being quarantined for 45 days and let's just say I wish I was still in quarantine. I'm exhausted. So today I thought we could do something a little bit different, something kind of fun. On Instagram, we have this hashtag in the comic book community called Cup of Coffee and a Random Pull. And I thought, why not just do that on my YouTube channel, because it's kind of a cool trend. You get a cup of coffee and then you open up your short or long box and then you pull out a random book, you show off the cover. But I thought instead of just showing off the cover that I would also kind of talk about the comic a little bit, just like little short 30-second like snips of what the comic is about. Also, I decided to do it with beer because, again, your girl is tired and coffee helps this morning, but now I just need to relax. So I'm going to title this video, What's in the Box? Because I got this beer from Belching Beaver Brewery, and they did a What's in the Hops. You get it? You get it? The correlation? What's in the hops? It's kind of a play on words from the movie Seven. I think this is their 7th year producing beers. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Seven. Brad Pitt, super old, really good movie. So they called it What's in the Hops. So I thought I would drink that and talk about what's in the box. Get it, get it, get it. Anyways, so yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna open this baby up. Oh, that sounds nice. I like the sound of beer opening. It's pretty nice. It's super good. It's super hoppy. It's a hazy IPA. I love IPAs. Some people do not like IPAs, and that's just a character flaw that, never gonna fix. I'm sorry, your taste buds are trash. Anyways, so let's get started. Let's see what we got. This short box is actually super full. My other one is not so full. This one is just A through TR. I'm really, really strict about labeling and organizing all of my comics so that I know where everything is. This one is Z, I think TR through Z, I believe. I don't think I have any comics that have a Z in them though, so we'll see. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, another reason I decided to do this today was because there's not been any new comics, so I have nothing new to review for you guys. So I thought we'd just take a stroll down memory lane and see what we got. I love my short boxes. They're super cool. This one was Phoenix Resurrection. This is the first short box I ever got, actually. It's kind of beat up. I might get some new ones soon. This War of the Realms one is super cool too. Just awesome. I haven't read that series, but I really want to get my hands on it. All right, let's see. I'm not cheating, but I will say that I feel like my fingertips know where everything is in my box. So I will try my best to actually randomize it and see what I pick up. I can't even see it until I flip it around. Oh, cool. First thing we got is Maxwell Demons, number 2. This series is super, super cool. I read this entire series. It was a 5-part series. It's so confusing. It's all about theoretical physics and time and wormholes and space-time continuum. It is a Vault Comics comic. The ending was very confusing, but up until issue 3 or so, it was really good, and then I kind of got confused. So, I just kept it. I kept buying them because I don't like not having a complete set, because when it's a mini series, you kind of have to have the complete set. You know what I'm saying? Or else it's why did you buy it in the first place? Okay, let's see. What's next? Oh, Quantum and Woody, number 1. This, apparently, this is not the first time this series has been printed. This is an older series that they relaunched by Valiant Comics. It's good. I would say it's good. It's a superhero comic. It's about these brothers. They're adopted brothers. They have these powers that basically won't work without the other one. And if they're apart for too long, their atoms break down and they will cease to exist, I believe. But one of the brothers is kind of a screw up, and the other brother is basically who is he kind of like? He's kind of he's kind of like a Red Hood-y, he's very martial arts, superhero, he's super strong, he's super strength. But yeah, I only have the first issue of this. We'll see if they print any more. I liked it. It was kind of funny, but I didn't like the one brother. He was kind of a jerk. I'm gonna drink some beer now. Delicious. I love it. Okay. Next, we got Monsters #1. I actually just got this last year. I hadn't had any Monsters books up until last year. And then I fell in love with the series, and now I have that giant book on my shelf, and I can never put it down. Let's see if we can get something from the other box. There's not a lot in this one, but, you know, just to make things even, I pulled a lot from the middle of this one. This one has a lot of X-Men books in it, obviously, because, you know, TR through Z. Let's see. And, of course, I predicted that. Powers of X, #1. I don't know if you guys read this series. Powers of X was super confusing. House of X, however, really good. I really liked it. I read them concurrently. They all came out at the same time. So whenever House of X came out, Powers of X came out, and I read them basically at the same time. I believe I have all of them. I like this cover. This was one of the original covers, not a variant or anything. I like this one. Let us see. Let's go back to this one. This one has way more in it, obviously, because it's my first box. Oh, I'm glad I pulled this out. I have a lot of Saga comics. Saga 33. I think this one is when I don't want to spoil it, actually. I was gonna give you a little tidbit about Saga, but that's one of those stories that if you haven't read it, you will be like, what, who, why, and you will be confused. And if I spoil it, you're not gonna want to read it because it's such a good story, amazing story. If it gets spoiled for you, I'm sorry, because it's so much better when you don't know what's happening, because it's very Game of Thrones-esque, like where one thing good is happening and then 2 seconds later you're like, what the hell was that? And then, you know, people are dying, things are happening, and you're just hurt. Your feelings are hurt because you got attached to these people and these characters, and now this is what we have. So, you know, you got to drink to Saga. That's a classic. That's a classic. All right, let's see what else we got. I think I'm gonna do 2 more, maybe 2 or 3 more. I feel like I'm gonna grab a lot of. No, I did not grab an X-Men. I grabbed Valkyrie, #4. I like Valkyrie. I liked this story. This Valkyrie is Jane Foster. So essentially what happens is Jane Foster is Thor for a little bit. War of the Realms happens. I didn't read War of the Realms, so my knowledge of what happens between Thor, Lady Thor, Jane Foster's Thor, and Valkyrie is like, I have a gap in that knowledge. But this story is pretty good. She takes the helm of Valkyrie because other Valkyrie has passed on and passed her powers to Jane. And Jane is effectively the last Valkyrie, and she kind of kicks ass and takes names, and she has all these new powers and she doesn't know what to do with them. I don't think she has cancer anymore in this series. Also, her horse talks in this, so that's pretty cool. Really like this this run of Jane Foster Valkyrie. Really, really, really cool book. Okay, let's go back to these babies. I feel like I'm gonna grab more Saga. If I grab another Saga, I'll pick something else because we all know what Saga is. What's up here? DC's Unkillables, #1. I didn't read DC's. And then this came out and I was like, yes, I want to read it. And I didn't read it because I got busy and I forgot. So I believe that this is what happens when in the villain side of the DC story, because Deceased is about a zombie outbreak and all the villains, or all the heroes, are now zombies, and they're kind of just killing each other. Gotham is in disarray, and like just, you know, the world in a panic because all these people who have superpowers are now also zombies, and it's just not good. And this is the flip side of that. So you see it from the villain's perspective, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that because I haven't read it. I tried to keep this in my to be read pile. Let's just throw that baby in there because if I don't do that, never gonna read it. It's gonna get lost in here. Okay, let's see. House of X, #1. I had a Valkyrie. I pulled a Valkyrie, but we already heard Valkyrie. House of X, super great story. I don't know if you guys know much about X-Men, but X-Men is the bee's knees, and this storyline, this arc of the X-Men story is about Professor X and Magneto have teamed up. I know, surprising, and they have created a mutant homeworld with these seeds called Krakoa seeds, and only the mutants can pass through these gates, and they have gates on the moon and different islands, and it's actually pretty cool. And the government is trying to figure out how they can still dismantle the mutants with whatever technology they have left. And it's kind of garbage that the government's trying to, genocide a whole race of people still after all this time. But, they're surviving and they're trying to fight this, threat that they've been fighting for forever. The House of X, this run is super, super good. I highly recommend it. I wanted to get the omnibus of it because I just think it'd be so dope to own the omnibus of this and Powers of X. Okay, let's do one more. Let's see what's back here. Oh, I got a Thor War of the Realms #1 Thor cover. Super cool. Again, have not read War of the Realms. I nearly need to read that. Let us see. Triage. Philip Sevy, Triage, #1. This story was good. It was a limited series by Dark Horse. It was 1 of 5. I only have 3 of them. I didn't get my hands on the last 2, but it is essentially this woman. All of her personalities from different dimensions come together because there's this thing trying to kill them, and they have to figure out how to either escape this thing or kill it. I got to volume 3. It was a really good story. Not volume 3. I'm sorry. Issue 3. Super good story. By Philip Sevy. I believe he did some other work with Marvel, I believe, and I like his art and I like this story and it's super good. But yeah, I think these are some good pulls. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, I gotta even it out. I can't just do 9. I have to do 10. Oh, I was hoping I pulled this. White Trees. I love this. White Trees, #2. This was a very, 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 very short series. Chip Zdarsky, Chris Anka, Matt Wilson. I don't know if you guys read White Trees. It was, again, 2 issues in the series. It's about this. So it's in this mystical fantasy land, and this old warrior, his child gets abducted by a rival warlord in another country, or a king, I think, in another country they went to war with a long time ago. But he has sworn off violence. He has sworn off fighting. He has sworn off all that stuff. But he has to go and find his kids. Him and his old cohorts, their 2 children were captured together. They find out that their kids were in a relationship, and, the other parents knew, I believe, but the main character did not know. He was kind of a jerk, and he ran his son out of his life, and now he has to find him. It's a really touching story. It's very emotional. The father has to confront a lot of the things he did in his past within himself. He doesn't outwardly say these things to anybody else. So it's a lot of internal conflict. But at the end, it gets good. So it was only 2 issues. I really loved it. I have both of them. I really recommend it. It's just really good. Chip Zdarsky does awesome work. He also worked for Daredevil, and he's a dope artist. So yeah, that's it. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books that I pulled, and that was about what I wanted to do, 10 books. But yeah, I like this. I think this was fun. I think I'll do this every once in a while and try and mix it up a little bit. Maybe I will forego my OCD and let someone shuffle my comics, which I don't think I will ever financially recover from. So we will see. But this is cool. I totally want to do it again. I really like this beer. What's in the Hops? I think you guys should really try it. Again, Belching Beaver, their anniversary brew, I believe, 7 years of brewing. Super good beer. I do want to shout out one person really quickly before I end this. I have not obviously created the idea of drinking alcohol and talking about comic books. There's actually 2 people on Instagram that I follow and, talk to that do something very similar. Barley Base is #1. I'm going to put his info probably like somewhere right here. He's a cool dude. He talks about beers, and he reviews comic books, and he reviews beers, and he's an awesome guy. He's really nice. Also, Tacoma Comics, he does wine. He does a wine and comic books type of segment on his YouTube channel as well, and I will put that up here as well. But yeah, you guys should check them out. They're super cool dudes. They're really awesome guys. They know a lot about comic books and a lot about wine and beer. So, I thought I think it's a fun concept. It's really cool. I'm going to finish my beer off camera though, because I'm going to drink the whole thing. Let's be real. You can't let it go to waste. So yeah, let me know if you guys like this down in the comments or over my Instagram. You can always follow me there. And I believe that's it. Also subscribe. I keep forgetting to say that sometimes. Subscribe and like this video. Let me know if you liked it as well. But yeah, that is all I got for you guys today. I hope to see you back in the future because I love doing this and I love that you guys love watching me. But that's it for right now. Okay, bye.